Hello all, I am Pranjali Joshi from PICT Pune. Welcome to the session on Database Management System. Today in this session we will learn stored procedure. What is stored procedure? It is a procedure like subprogram in other programming language and it is stored in database. So it is called as stored procedure. Basically, a stored procedure performs operation for which no return value is needed. Now, let us start with a simple stored procedure. But before writing procedure, in MySQL, we need to specify delimiter before writing the procedure. So, let me change delimiter here. So what is delimiter? Delimiter is the character or string of characters that you will use to tell the MySQL that we have finished typing SQL statements from procedure. So here I am taking delimiter as @. We know that semicolon is the delimiter, but in stored procedure we can have many statements and each statement must end with a semicolon. So that's why here we are changing the delimiter. So we know that a stored procedure has a name, a parameter list and one or more SQL statements. So here I am going to write a procedure to update status of students as per marks of the students. So let me show you the table student. I have given name to my table as student new. Okay, I have changed the delimiter, so I will have to use the changed delimiter here. Okay, so here I am having student new table having roll number, name, marks and status. So I am going to write a procedure to change the status of student as per marks. So let me write the procedure as per the syntax. So here I am writing procedure update status, create procedure. So I need to give name of the procedure, create procedure, update status 1. Here I am going to pass parameter in this procedure update status 1. So in MySQL procedure we can pass three types of parameter: in parameter, out parameter and in out parameter. So here I am explaining the use of in parameter, which is an input parameter and is used to pass an argument to the stored procedure. So let me define here the input parameter mark1 which is of type integer. So now whenever we are writing a procedure, we need to specify and use more than one SQL statement. So whenever we are having more than one SQL statements, we need to use begin and end block. So here I am going to use begin and end block. Begin. Now next I have to use declare statement. So basically declare statement is used to declare variables inside the stored procedure. So here I am declaring one variable, declare my mark of type integer. Next I am going to use set statement, which is used to assign a value. So here set my mark, where I am assigning mark 1, to my mark variable, which we are accepting through the procedure. So now whenever we are using stored procedure, there is a support of using control structure and looping construct. So here I am going to use the if statement. If my mark is greater than 35, then I am going to update status of the student. So update, name of my table is student new, set status equals to pass, where marks, it is a column in my student table, marks equals to my mark, which is a variable we have declared in stored procedure. Else update student new, set status equals to, specified the status, where marks equals to my mark. Now I have to end the if construct with the end if statement terminated with semicolon and end terminated with semicolon. Now of course I will have to specify the delimiter. So I have used @. So here I have got the update status 1 procedure created over here. Now we need to call that procedure. So while calling that procedure, I need to specify the word call. So here I am using the word call and then the name of the procedure. So the name of the procedure is update status 1. Update status 1, and we are passing here one input parameter. So I am passing the value as 40, marks value as 40. Yes. Terminate it. Yes. Here I have not changed delimiter, so I will have to use the same delimiter that I am using for procedure. Okay, so the procedure is executed and I have passed 40 marks as input parameter. Now let me check the change status from the student table. So yes, so here Seema was the student having 40 marks. So the status of the student now is pass. Earlier it was null. And after successfully executing the procedure, now the status of Seema is pass. So here before leaving this terminal, I have to change my delimiter. So now I am making it as default, that is semicolon. Let me execute this procedure again. Call update status 1 for marks 30. So we know that here Sia is a student whose status is null. Okay, and I am calling now update status 1 with marks 30 as input parameter. Let me terminate it with semicolon. Okay, procedure executed. Now let me check from the student table. Yes, now you can check over here. Earlier the status of Sia was null and now the status of Sia is fail. Okay, so here we have completed simple store procedure using in parameter. Thank you.